Hello students, welcome to the semester 2, and in this semester 2 the first chapter that is already I mentioned in the Google Classroom, that is the solutions, okay. But generally this solutions lesson is not in the first year intermediate syllabus, it is there in the second year intermediate syllabus, and in the second year the chapter is the second chapter, okay. So the name, what is the name? The chapter name is solutions, okay. So when you hear this name, what you come to know is that generally the solutions means something liquid, in liquid, right? Liquid in liquid, okay. The well-known examples are very simple, that is you see so the examples are well-known example, that is already all of you know, that is alcohol in the water, right? Okay. So but it is not limited to the liquid in liquid, it is a broad concept. The solution is a broad concept, okay. So what is that broad concept, and what are the solutions, and how many types of solutions are there, okay. These are all the things now we are going to discuss in this chapter, okay. And don't limit it to the solution means don't limit it to the liquid in liquids, okay. It may be a solid in solid, or it may be a gas in gas, okay. All of them you can call it as a solutions, okay. But of course in this chapter we are going to see the majority, we will strictly limited to the liquid state, but don't fix the solution. That means it is only liquids in liquids, okay. It may be a gas in gas, or it may be a solid in solid, or solid in liquid, okay. Okay, then we can enter into the class, that is the solutions chapter, okay, right. So first we can see our nodes, that is a solution, and in that generally in normal life generally we rarely come across the pure substances, okay. It is very rare, right? You see the regular example, that is the water, right? And water, what is it pure component, or it is a pure substance? No, right? Generally the water is it contains many number of salts, okay. So that means some solid salts are there in the water, right? Okay, now you can say that solid in liquid, again it is a type of mixture, it is a type of solution, okay. So that means it is not a pure substance, the water is not a pure substance, okay. So that is the reason why it is very rare you come across the pure substances, okay. Anyhow, nowadays you are using some gold ornaments, right? Even the gold, pure gold, right? It may be a pure, but there may be, when doing the ornaments, they'll mix something, okay. So that means even your ornaments also not pure, okay. Very similar to that, you have a very good examples in your daily life, that is a brass. What is that brass? In Telugu we can call it as a ittadi, okay. మనకు తెలుసు కదా ఇంట్లో ఇత్తడి బిందెలు ఉండేటి పాతకాలంలో, right? Okay, again it is not a pure substance, it is a mixture of copper and zinc, okay. And very similar to the German silver, forget about this German silver, you don't know. And next you know the bronze, right? Bronze, kansya patakam, bronze medal, gold medal, silver medal, you know that, right? So very simple, that bronze is nothing but it is a mixture of copper and tin. Bronze is a copper and tin, okay. So what we are going to say is that generally these are all a type of solutions, okay. These are all not pure substances, okay. So that means copper and tin mixture, that means something copper is in the tin, either tin in the copper, okay, whatever it is, but it is a solid in solid అంటే ఏంటి? సాలిడ్ లో ఇంకొక సాలిడ్ ఉంది అని మీనింగ్ అన్నమాట, okay. So that means solid in solid, okay. In the beginning itself I told you that solutions, that means you don't fix to the liquids in liquids, okay. It may be a gas in gas, or solid in liquid, or liquid in liquid, or a solid in a solid, okay, right. So now we go first to the types of solutions, okay. But generally the types of solutions are the various ways in which concentrations of solute can be expressed in liquid solutions, okay. Before going to that, in the types of solutions, solutions. Okay, so again these types of solutions are two types. One is a homogeneous and another one is a heterogeneous. Homogeneous and heterogeneous. Okay, so what is the homogeneous? The homogeneous is nothing but mixture of two or more than two components in the composition are uniform. So throughout the mixture, okay, so that means any two or more than two components. Two components means anything. You just take the water and ethanol, water in ethanol. Okay, so when you take the two components, that mixture of composition and the properties are uniform throughout the mixture. Okay, so that means you are making a mixture. సో మీరు సపోజ్ ఆల్కహాల్ని వాటర్కి యాడ్ చేశారు అనుకోండి, అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, త్రూ అవుట్ ద మిక్చర్ ఏదైతే యూనిఫామ్గా మిక్స్ అవుతుంది, అవునా కదా. అదర్వైజ్ యూ డూ వన్ థింగ్, యూ టేక్ సమ్ సాలిడ్ stone, you let us assume solid stone. So then you keep that stone into the liquid water. A stone water lo veyandi. Is it a homogeneous? No, right? It is not a homogeneous. ఎందుకంటే అక్కడ అది కంప్లీట్గా దాంట్లోపట మిక్స్ అవ్వట్లేదు, అండ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఏ, and the property is also not same throughout the water. Okay, so those are not the homogeneous mixtures. Okay, so what they are, you can call it as a heterogeneous mixtures. Okay, but the heterogeneous mixtures are not there in this topic. Only it is limited to the homogeneous ante enti, and it is very simple. The mixture of two or more than two components in the composition, in the mixture of composition in that properties are uniform throughout the mixture. Okay, so generally in the solutions what you required is that generally a solution contain a solvent as well as the solute, avuna kada. So generally any solution, it is nothing but a mixture of a solvent and solute. Okay, so what is the solvent and what is the solute? Now we can see that. Okay, very simple. What is the solvent? The solvent generally the component that is present in the largest quantity is known as solvent. Okay, so that means whatever that in your solution, the component which is in the largest, that means which is in the large quantity, you can call it as a solvent. Okay, and what is the next one? The next one is a solute. Okay, so the solute is nothing but in the solution other than the solvent you call it as a solute. Other than the solvent you call it as a solute. Okay, suppose you know that there is a solution of salt in, you take some water and you add some 1 gram of salt, that is a sodium chloride, and you take here is a 100 grams of water. Okay, and now you can say that which is in the large quantity. Generally the water is in the large quantity, that is a 100 grams, so you can call it as a solvent, and the small quantity other than the solvent you call it as a solute. Okay, similarly you take the alcohol in water, you take it as a 100 ml. Instead of that grams, here I am using the 100 ml of water, and you add suppose 2 ml of alcohol. Then this 100 ml water, now you call it as a solvent, and 2 ml alcohol you can call it as a solute. Okay, very simple. That is whatever that is with the large quantity you can call it as a solvent, and the remaining that all the things you can call it as a solute. Okay, very good. Now again in this some solutions are binary solutions, binary tertiary, something like that solutions will be there. Okay, but in this chapter we are specially limited to the binary solutions. Okay, so what is the binary, quaternary and trimary, right? Okay, binary, trimary, quaternary solutions. Okay, what are that? Is that very simple? That is the binary solutions. The binary solutions are nothing but The binary solutions are nothing but consisting two components. Here each component may be a solid, a liquid, or in a gas. Whatever it is, you are not going to worry. What is that binary? Binary is nothing but it consists two components only. Two components only. Okay, that means it consists only two components. Only two components. Okay. Earlier I have taken, that is a 1 gram of, suppose, sodium chloride in 100 ml of water. Now I will say that it is a binary solution. Binary solution. Okay. So why I am calling binary solution is that here only it consists two components. Sodium chloride is the one component and water is the another component. Another component. Okay. And another one is the binary after the trimary, quaternary. So what are these? Is that very simple. In trimary it consists of three components, and in this it consists four components. Okay, so same thing in these three components. Addition with the 1 gram of sodium chloride, you do one thing and you take 1 more gram of sugar in 100 ml of water. Okay, so that means along with that 1 gram sodium chloride there is another component, that is the sugar. Okay, so this is the first component, this is the second component, and the solvent is the third component. Okay, so this you call it as a trimary component. Now the quaternary. So what is the quaternary? Along with that you add some more. Okay, generally you add sodium chloride, sugar, and other than that you add some soda. You add some soda. Okay, that is a sodium carbonate. You assume that sodium carbonate, that you 1 gram you add. Okay, so now it is the one component, it is the second, and this is the third component, and this is the fourth component. Okay, so that means it is there are many different types of solutions, but in this chapter we will only strictly limited to the binary solutions. Binary solutions. Okay, we are not going to discuss the trimary and quaternary because it is more complicated. When you increase the more number of compounds, again the properties and everything is going to be complicated. Okay, so first manam enti ante we will go with the very simple binary solutions. Okay, that means the solutions with the only two components. Okay, so in these two components, again I am telling that it contains, the binary solutions contain two components, right? So what are those two compounds? Those may be a solid, liquid, or in a gas. It may be a solid or gas or in liquid. Okay, and two components kachitanga solid avvalani, two components kachitanga liquid avvalani, two components kachitanga gas avvalani rule em ledhu. Okay, it may be a mixture, okati gas inkoti solid, inkokati liquid, inkokati gas, inkokati liquid. There may be a different compositions. Okay, so based on this composition, generally those binary solutions are classified into different types of solutions. Okay, and now we can see that the types of solutions. Okay, so what are the types of solutions? Is that the first type of solution. Okay, so in the first type of solution is the gaseous solutions. Okay, and the second one is the liquid solutions, and the third one is the solid solutions. Okay, and when we call a solution as a gaseous solution, eppudu mari dani gaseous solution antamante whenever the solvent is a gas. Okay, solvent ante em cheppanu, whatever that component in the large quantity. So large quantity lo gas ganaka undi anukondi, now you can call it as a gaseous solutions. Okay, again these gaseous solutions are classified into three types, that is based on the solute. Okay, so indake em cheppanu, solvent anedi fix ikkada, gas, so then you call it as a gaseous solution. Mari eppudu dini liquid solutions antamu, whenever the solvent is liquid, that means liquid. Eppudaithe liquid solvent ga untundo, then you call it as a liquid solutions. Again when you call it as a solid solutions, whenever the solvent is solid. Solvent అంటే ఏదైతే ఎక్సెస్ అమౌంట్లో ఉంటుందో దాని యొక్క సొల్యూషన్ని మనం you can call it as a, whether it is a gas, now you call it as a gaseous solution. ఎక్కువ అమౌంట్లో ఉన్నది లిక్విడ్ అయితే లిక్విడ్ సొల్యూషన్స్, and solid అయితే it is, now you can call it as a solid solutions. Okay, and now everything is classified into three types, that is based on the type of solute. Okay, so solute మళ్ళీ ఏం చెప్పాము, small quantity or else other than the solvent. Okay, so again the solute, it may be a gas or it may be a liquid or it may be a solid. Okay, first we can see the gas. So gas solute, gas solvent. అంటే సాల్వెంట్ అనేది ఇక్కడ ఎక్సెస్ అమౌంట్లో ఉంటుంది, సొల్యూట్ అనేది తక్కువ అమౌంట్లో ఉంటుంది. సో నౌ ఐఎమ్ కాలింగ్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఎ గ్యాస్ ఇన్ గ్యాస్. ఓకే, సో దట్ మీన్స్ సొల్యూట్ అనేది తక్కువ అమౌంట్లో ఉంటుంది, దట్ ఈస్ అ గ్యాస్, అండ్ సాల్వెంట్ దట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ ద ఎక్సెస్ అమౌంట్, దట్ ఈస్ అగైన్ ఏ గ్యాస్. సో దీన్ని చదివేటప్పుడు ఇంగ్లీష్లో ఎలా చదువుతారంటే గ్యాస్ ఇన్ గ్యాస్. మనం తెలుగులో ఏమంటాం, గ్యాస్లో గ్యాస్ అంటాం, అవునా కదా. సో గ్యాస్ లోపట అంటే జనరల్లీ తెలుగు లోపల సాల్వెంట్ ముందు చదివి సొల్యూట్ తర్వాత చదువుతాం, బట్ ఇన్ దిస్ ఇంగ్లీష్ జనరల్లీ వీ హ్యావ్ టు టాక్ సొల్యూట్ ఫస్ట్ అండ్ దెన్ సాల్వెంట్. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ గ్యాస్ ఇన్ గ్యాస్ అంటే గ్యాస్ లోపల గ్యాస్ ఉందని మీనింగ్ అనమాట. ఓకే, సో ఎవ్రీథింగ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు read like this only. Suppose I am writing the solute is a liquid and solvent is a gas. Now how you have to read, that is a liquid in gas, and if suppose it is a solid, solute అనేది solid and the solvent is a gas. Now how you have to read, that is a solid in gas. Okay, that means solid అనేది గ్యాస్ లోపల ఉంది అని మీనింగ్ అన్నమాట. ఓకే, వెరీ గుడ్. Now first see that gas in the gas solution. Okay, you know that very well. Example, gas in the gas, you see the air mixture తీసుకుంటే ఏమవుతుంది, in the air generally it contain oxygen, nitrogen and some moisture, అవునా కదా. మాయిశ్చర్, కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్ అండ్ కార్బన్ మోనోఆక్సైడ్, మీథేన్ అండ్ ఓజోన్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్, దేర్ ఆర్ మెనీ థింగ్స్ ఆర్ దేర్. బట్ ఇక్కడ ఏం చెప్పుకున్నాం మనం, స్పెషల్లీ వీ విల్ లిమిటెడ్ టు ద ఓన్లీ టూ కాంపోనెంట్స్. ఇక్కడ ఎయిర్ లోపల చూడండి, దేర్ ఆర్ మెనీ కాంపోనెంట్స్, మల్టీ కాంపోనెంట్ సిస్టమ్. బట్ ఇక్కడ వీ హ్యావ్ టు స్ట్రిక్ట్లీ లిమిటెడ్, సో దట్ ఐఎమ్ టెల్లింగ్ దట్ ఆక్సిజన్ ఇన్ ద నైట్రోజన్ గ్యాస్. ఓకే, దట్ మీన్స్ ఆక్సిజన్ అనేది సొల్యూట్, ఇక్కడ నైట్రోజన్ అనేది సాల్వెంట్ అన్నమాట. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ వీ కెన్ గో టు ద, సో దట్ ఈస్ ద liquid in gas. Okay, so that means here gas is a solvent that is in the huge quantity and the liquid is a solute that is in the small quantity. Okay, పదే ఎందుకు చెప్తున్నానంటే you have to understand what is the solvent and what is the solute. Okay, right. So that is liquid in gas. What are the best example, because these are very important even in point of the exam also, in the objective types or in the choose the correct one, they'll give like this. Okay, what is an example for the liquid in gas? Okay, or else in the given below, what example is the liquid in gas type? What example is in the liquid in gas type? Okay, so generally liquid in gas. Okay, so that means in the gas some liquid is there. Okay, so very simple, very good example is that, and when you go to the haircut salons are everywhere, or else you do some spray. So what is that? Very simple, some liquid particles will accommodate or will be there in the gas mixture or in the air, right? Okay, it is nothing but liquid in gas. Okay, but again air means it is a multi component, so that I am not going to be to the multi components. Very specific, that is a chloroform in the nitrogen gas. What is the chloroform? You know that it is a type of gas, and a chloroform generally you call it as a anesthesia. Chloroform తెలుసు అనుకోండి, anesthesia. Previously మనకు anesthesia మత్తు రావడానికి they used to give this chloroform. Okay, so chloroform in the nitrogen gas. strictly ఎందుకంటే ఈ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ why I am taking is that it is we are talking about the binary and only two component systems. Okay, so that is the reason I am taking this. But when you go to the in your real life example, you see that when you spray it or when you spray a water into the air, okay, again these are all liquid in gas. Okay, or else some moisture. Okay, in the winter season you can see that some liquid droplets in the air. Okay, all of them are liquid in gas. Okay, and the next one is a solid in gas. Solid in gas. Okay, so again, what is the doubt? Solid, how it can exist in the gas is that very simple. You see the dust particles, right? What are the dust particles? Those are the solid one, right? That is a smoke ante poga avuna kada, pogalo emuntundi, it is nothing but a carbon, and again the carbon is there in the air. Okay, so these are all the examples for the solid in gas. But again I have to go to strictly to the binary. So that means camphor in nitrogen. Camphor, you know the camphor, right? Camphor, that is again in the nitrogen gas. Instead of the air I am talking about the nitrogen gas endukante we are strictly limited to the binary solutions. Okay, so these are the types of gases solutions. And next we can go to the liquid solutions. Okay, so first, again, liquid solutions, when you call a liquid solution, whenever the solvent is a liquid, you can call it as a liquid solutions. Okay, and again these are three types based on the solute. Okay, so first is the gas in liquid. Okay, gas in liquid. What is the best example? Gas in liquid, very simple. You know that in the water oxygen can dissolve, right? Avuna kada, because there are many aquatic life అంటే ఏంటి, ఫిషెస్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ మనం ఏ వాటర్ లోపల ఎలా సర్వైవ్ అవుతున్నాయి, ఎలా బ్రతుకుతున్నాయి, బికాస్ some oxygen will be dissolved in the water, and that oxygen can be taken by the aquatic, whatever that animals which are living in the water. Okay, so that means it is nothing but the oxygen dissolved in water. Best example. And the next, liquid in liquid, you know the best examples, alcohol in water. In every home and in every routine life we can see this best example, and you know, and I am not going to discuss about the liquid in liquid much. And the next one is a solid in liquid. What is that solid in liquid? Solid in liquid means everyday life we will use some salt into the mix salt into the water, and sugar we can mix into the water. Okay, so you can say that is a glucose dissolved in pure water. Okay, right. Or your wish, you can take the sodium chloride, one suppose some salt dissolved in water. Okay, you can take any example, right? But you need to understand what is this. Okay, and next we can go to the types of solutions, that is the solids solution. Solid solution means again the solvent is a solid. Okay, so what is that? First is that again these are three types. It is based on the solute. Okay, so first, gas in the solid. Okay, how a gas can survive in the solid is that very simple. You know that it is nothing but a solution of hydrogen in palladium. Oh, it is very difficult to find out. Sorry, what is this? Very simple example, foam. Very simple example is the foam. Okay, or else you take that duster. Some duster, it is again solid, but again inside that some gas can it can accommodate, right? It can enter, right? Okay, so that the best example is the duster. In that some gas can be exist. Okay, so very similar to that, in chemistry generally we will use some hydrogen on palladium, hydrogenation reactions. You know that hydrogenation reactions. Okay, on the hydrogenation reactions, you do some hydrogenation reaction by using the hydrogen on a particular metal. Okay, here is a palladium is a metal, and this palladium absorb the hydrogen. Okay, so that means hydrogen is a gas, and that is there on the solid material palladium. Okay, very simple. And the next one, liquid in solid. Again, how the liquid can be survive in this. Very simple, that is the amalgam of mercury with sodium. Amalgam of mercury with sodium. Again, the best example is that, very simple. And you go with the daily life, that is the curd, right? Curd. Okay, so you know that curd, in that some are the solid particles and in that some water can be there, right? Okay, that is liquid in solid, liquid in solid. Or else you go with some ice creams, so in that chocolate flavor, that is the solid, but again it contains some amount of liquids, right? Okay, this is again the liquid in solid, liquid in solid, chocolates and some curd, right? And even the milk also, that is the water is there in the protein, water is there in the protein. Okay, there are many examples. Only thing is that you have to see in your daily life what is this example. Okay, you need to find out, you need to find out in your daily life. Okay, you do one thing, you just every in a daily life you see every a component or everything, and you can find out some solution, you can find out some solutions. Okay, and the next one is the solid in solid. Okay, that means solid in solid. The best example, copper dissolved in gold. While doing the ornaments, what they will mix, they'll mix some copper or some zinc into that. Okay, so that is nothing but a solid in solid solution, solid in solid solutions. Okay, so like this, do you have a three types of solutions, that is the gaseous solutions, liquid solutions and solid solutions. Okay, but in this chapter especially we are going to be very strictly limited to the liquid solutions, liquid solution, that is specially gas in liquid, liquid in liquid and solid in liquid. Okay, we are not going to be worried about the gaseous solutions and solid solutions. Okay, here in this chapter it is only specifically limited to the liquid solutions. Okay, and in this some terms, some we can call it as a diluted solutions. Okay, again the solutions are some of them diluted and some of them are concentrated solutions. Okay, so when we called a solution is a diluted solution, is that very simple, it is relatively very small quantity of solute in the solvent. Okay, ante solvent anedi very little quantity lo unte, then you can call it as a diluted solution. Okay, and now what is the concentrated solution? Concentrated ante relatively very large quantity of solute, ante compared to dilution, here solute anedi it should be in the large quantity, then you can call it as a concentrated solution. Concentrated solution, very simple. Best example is that you take 100 ml of the water and you add very little, suppose you add 0.1 gram of sugar. Okay, take in other cup same amount of the water, but you add 5 grams of sugar. Okay, so then you can say that in a one cup, first cup 0.1 gram of sugar is there, so that compared to the other one it is a diluted solution. And the second one, when you added the 5 grams, now you can call it as a concentrated solutions, concentrated solutions. Okay, right, now in the next lecture we are going to see the expressing the concentration of the solution. Okay, so in the concentrated, concentrated means some concentration will be there. Mara concentration enti solute amount, avuna kada, some amount of solute will be there in the solvent. Okay, so that concentration ఏదైతే ఉందో, how we can express, ఇందాక ఏం చెప్పాను, 1 gram of sugar into the water, 100 ml of water. సో దాన్ని ఎలా ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేస్తాం, మరి అందులో 1 gram of sugar ఉంది, దాన్ని ఎలా ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేయవచ్చు అనేది we can see in the next lecture. Okay, right.